Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Grape Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Isaiah with the Pittsburgh GMS camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Raha Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, all right? And, what sparked this lesson is an encounter I had with a Jake. I was dropping off my wife, man, and there was this guy listening to this audio. He wasn't listening to music. He was listening to some guy was talking, and it sounded like Alexander Scorby. So I was inclined to ask him what he was listening to. So it turned out he was listening to this guru, yogi, a yogi, I guess, whatever they call themselves. He said he was a yogi, so I'm guessing it's like a guru or like, somebody who gives spiritual advice or life advice. And so I asked him, like, hey, do you believe, in the Bible? And he kind of was like shunned that. He was like, oh no, I don't do organized religion and da-da-da, or I don't do, all the religion and all that. And I'm just like, here we go. Here we go. I'm just like, all right. So, I'm like, maybe this dude don't, know about the Hebrew Israelites. So I kind of see where the conversation can go. So I just start asking him questions like, what he believes and everything like that, and basically completely rejected the Bible. He clinged unto what he say to the Kabbalah, which he said was the Hinduism or the Hindu Bible or something like that. But whatever it is, I'm not really versed on that. What the Kabbalah is, I know what the Talmud is, but I don't know what I had to look into that Kabbalah thing, man. But anyway, because I thought that was tied to them Khazars, but nevertheless, Christianity have left a bitter taste in the mouth of our people, man. That might be the title of this lesson. Christianity have left a bitter taste in the mouth of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to the point where you are now rejecting your heritage. See, Jake is seeking their own righteousness now. All right? And that's exactly what that Jake was doing, okay? Jake is clinging to everything else, okay, but the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Most Jake, have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. As a majority, you find so-called blacks in the Christian church, but then you have certain people who reject that, and they go seeking for everything else. Romans 11:7 says, what then? Israel have not found that which you're looking for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. See, Jake is looking for truth. Jake is looking for answers out there. All right, but Jake ain't finding it. Only the elect of Israel is going to find it. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, all right? And until you come back to your heritage, you see, you won't be right, okay? You won't understand anything, all right? Jake was sitting there speaking about, and it was a fairly calm conversation. It can get heated, but, we come bold as lions, and we make our forehead hard against their foreheads but I wasn't seeking an unnecessary battle with them. I just, just want to talk to him and ask him, some things, because I thought that he was, it's just on my spirit, man, to ask him. And, like I said, Jake was speaking about things of tangibility, meaning things that you can touch, things that you can sniff and smell and see, and, all these different things. But, Jake doesn't understand that these things will not save you, okay? These are not the things that will allow you to understand what's going on. The scriptures tell us in the Apocrypha that we doth hardly guess aright at the things that are on the earth. All right. Now, you know, when I hear that we doth hardly guess aright, that sounds to me almost like we you barely understand what's going on. Okay, you barely see. Esau will sit up there and look something up, but he just barely can explain these different phenomena, if he can even explain them. Okay, because the Most High, you see, the scriptures say, his thoughts are not our thoughts, nor his ways our ways. Such as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are his thoughts higher than our thoughts, and his ways above our ways. All right, so you can sit up there and try to rationalize in your mind about why the Most High has done something, but you truly won't understand unless the Most High allows you to understand. You know, there was a situation in the scriptures where one of the men of the Lord were taken through that. I believe it was Ezra. He was like, you know, the angel was speaking to him like, can you tell me how the womb is fashioned? And can you tell me how these different things happen? You can't explain these things. Then how do you expect to understand how the Lord do what he do? Okay? You see? But that's Jake for you. Jake think that they can logic away, you know, the marvelous works of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You can't logic away or explainify. That's not a word. I'm just making it up. You can't explainify the ways of the Most High. You have to be given. You have to be shown these things, and even then, you ain't gonna understand everything that happens. You know, not to say the Lord won't make you if He wants to, but most Jake ain't gonna understand everything. Scripture says, "Seek not the things that are too high for thee." All right. For there are more things shown unto you than men understand. All right, so why are you sitting up here trying to figure all these different other things out and going to all these other philosophies, man? You see, it's not really needful. All right, but you know, that's Jake for you, man. You know, and I want to hit him. I let it be, but I want to hit him with a question of, well, look, you keep speaking about tangibilities and things of that nature, but the science can still not explain why people, what is it called, spontaneous combustion. Science still cannot explain why spontaneous combustion happened. There are things outside of the realm of logic that happen on the planet Earth that have no explanation. And, you know, for lack of a better way of understanding how Jake goes about it, Jake seems to ignore those things, okay? Jake will seem to ignore the paranormal things or the things of magnificence beyond physical explanation, all right, to cleave to what is tangible, what is real to them, all right? But the scriptures talk about that. The scriptures say, leaving off the righteousness of the Most High, they seek their own righteousness, all right? And that's what Jake is doing. Jake is justified in their own sight, okay, of what they think is right and what they feel is right. So, you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse. You know, I definitely don't recommend people do this, you know, on their different average walks. You know, I just had those moments sometimes where I'd be like, let me see what Jake got going on, you know. But don't be righteous over much, you need to be over wicked. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much the lesson, you know, that I had. Just wanted to go into that real quick. You know, Jake is through out here, man. Jake is through out here. I really don't even want to get on the infamous N-dub. You know, I was out doing some deliveries on my to make a few extra bucks, man, and sometimes we feel like Lot. You know, scriptures say, talk about just Lot, meaning righteous Lot. All right, who was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, but that's another lesson for another day, man. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. These blessings and salutations shall hopefully let. Lord, one of you were edified. Shalom.